Okay, she didn't include one person. So since she didn't include that one person, I'm gonna let me go ahead and drop this volume down. I don't want to have somebody have a reason to throw a complaint out there. Peace and blessings, family. It is Monday, the 11th of February, 2019. How is everybody doing? I hope that this comes out okay. It's a new laptop. Well, I've had it for a couple weeks, but still, it's going to serve its purpose. I wanted to take this time out bright and early as you're starting your week. And also, I'm going to throw a little disclaimer out there. You're probably going to hear Ming in the background because he wants to have his little diva moment, but ain't nothing wrong with him. He just want to be out the kennel. I just put him back. Ain't nothing wrong with it. He's straight. But some of you may have had the thought cross your mind starting last week, maybe midweek, maybe over the weekend, because of the propaganda of the machine called advertisement. Every time you look around, it's there. And it's going to put an uneasiness to motivate you. Okay, what are you talking about, Gerald? About advertisement? There's advertisement on radio, there's advertisement through media, there's advertisement found on your TV. But get to the point. I'm going to get to the point. The point of this video is to reiterate something that most people compartmentalize and forget. What I'm referring to is Valentine's Day, the 14th of February, every year. And some, unfortunately, may have a little may have a little unsettling uneasiness going on right now because you're starting to see the ebbs and flow of your communication with your significant other. May it be somebody that you're fond of, someone that you have been in a long-standing relationship, someone that truly has your heart connected to their every move. But I'm here to remind you this. There are going to be two type of people on that day that are going to show up. And before you turn around and misunderstand my point, this is not to be condescending about the celebration of Valentine's Day. This is only to remind you that for your life referred to that 24 hours cannot be signified in just one day. Did you hear me? So do not allow yourself to have your emotions deceive you. Now, I know there are going to be some people that are going to say, well, Gerald, if I have the nerve to reach out, interact, or bring my behind through in that door without some token of affection, I might as well not even pull up. Let me explain something to you. The greatest gift you can ever bestow a person is your time. That is priceless. So if your time is priceless, what does that say about you? Every word, every moment. You can't put a price on that. You can't put a price on that. Now, that does not negate the fact that if you're coming up short, or are you feeling like your placement in that said connection, you feel no different than an object? No. That means either A, you need to invest not only in your self-worth, but you also need to connect with that person that is a living representation of your state of being. Who am I talking to? And let that sink in. The people that have direct contact and influence in how you move, how you think, how you react, are a direct living example of how you see the world. Your interpretation, your perspective, your truth. Now, I'm saying this for two reasons. Because you are going to see some people that may dip out. Might be arguing right about now because the burden of being in two places at one time could be your reality. I'm not throwing shade. I'm giving validation. Why? Because you deserve respect. You can't buy respect. Many people try and they fail. You deserve to feel emotionally safe and grounded. You deserve to personify your self-worth. This is something that tokens cannot, they can't overshadow that. You believe me? You don't? Let's say that you don't. I'll show you this. You're in a relationship, you're having issues with your communicational skills, and then you take it upon yourself to say, I'm going to come with the tomahawk dunk, and I'm going to have that one token. They're not even going to see it coming. Voila, you give it to them. How long do you think that awe is going to last? That luster is going to last? It'll be temporary. Because that is sparkly, shiny, no matter what it is, has the same effect as if giving a toy to a little baby. It's a destructor. But what does the token symbolize? Does it symbolize yourself or the materialistic price point? What is it? Which one is it? Now, fellas, some of y'all might not know this. Queens, you can take this in too. But you know what most people treasure? It's the effort that you did it yourself. Now, look here, I'm not knocking the fact that you take it upon yourself, you find that card, you buy flowers. Those are all nice. But you know what stands the test of time? Support, consistency, growth, validation. Because validation will ultimately render what? Appreciation. Because if it didn't, guess what? Think about the people that are over your shoulder in your past. And you were the one that was bestowing the gifts of time. You were the person that was truly invested. But the Most High decided to divide you from the pathway you both were on. You think for 1 second they don't think about you? You think that time committed, time invested did not have an effect on the behavior that they have bestowed within themselves, good or bad? Yeah, it does. It does. Let me throw this disclaimer out, because you're hearing Ming. He losing his everlasting mind because he don't want to be in the kennel right now. But here in Virginia Beach, the weather, we've got this big storm front coming from the Midwest, making its way to the Atlantic, and it's over us. So guess what? It's nasty out there. Yard is muddy, and guess what? I don't feel like wiping them paws. I just don't. I don't. I love him. I love both. Yes, Tyson. You don't hear Tyson chilling. Like, hey. But the point I'm trying to make is this. Do not allow someone to make you feel less than because of a token. Because you're not a token. Let that resonate. You're not a token. You're the blessing. And everything that you come in contact, everything that you invest yourself into wholeheartedly, these are all energy put out, which will be returned in the intended time. Why? Because that is what defines you. Now, if you're under the age of 25 years old, you are going to go through the phase of materialism. And you're going to have someone that is very stunning to the eye, and no queens. If you're over 25, that does not mean I'm excluding you. But for this point, I have to. You're going to go through a season or seasons of shallowness. And no matter what your approach is, now listen, there are going to be some people, you know good and well, you in the doghouse. You know good and well that what you categorize as a relationship really isn't, because there was no trust there to begin with. Because if there was trust there to begin with, guess what? Wouldn't they know the real you? You wouldn't feel like you have to exclude certain things or tell them what they want to hear than being who you are. Some of you may, I'm not making light of this, maybe going through what I call the Dracula effect. Is it Dracula effect? Yeah, because you know how the movies, Dracula had a way of appearing and disappearing. And then when the sun came out, you ain't see him. Or you ain't see her. But when they needed something, guess what? They're right there. Be mindful of the company you keep and the investment in those people, because they may not have your best interest. And guess what? They may also be the ones that are going to be the motives of your journey. Maybe that person is into your life to motivate you for what you truly deserve, to be better. And guess what? Because I don't like trying to come off morbid, but some of y'all are getting ready to go into some serious debt only to get your heart broke. Somebody's thinking, I've got it, and you're going to present it, and the reaction that you're going to get in return is not going to be the reaction that you were hoping for. You may get the thank you or silence, or even worse, your trinket, your token of endearment will not be appreciated for you. It may be somewhere else. And I hope that's not the case, but that's life. That's life. That's life. So to sum this whole point, don't go out on a limb when the roots are not secure to support you. Don't do that. The greatest gift you can give somebody is truth, transparency. Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? Because when you decide to claim who you are, you'll also have the confidence to take a look at them scars, to take that emotional backpack and open up those things that you hoped nobody, I mean nobody, will ever come to find out. Now, granted, because we are always growing, each one teach one, not everybody's supposed to know your story, but a select few will treasure it. And there'll be a couple that will happen to come at the intended time and moment to hope that you stay the course because they may like the fact that they see an advantage on that. Be mindful of that. Be mindful. Be mindful. So, as I was saying, to bring this to a close, you're not ever and will not ever be found with a price tag on you. You won't. So, why are you allowing your emotional state to be fit on one day? So, family, let me tell you, kings, listen, heed the word of a brother. Your greatest bet, your greatest gift, is your consistency. So if you got somebody that's coming with the bam, the boom bip on the 14th day, ask yourself, what about the other 364? Because that will show you how much they value you. So just know you're loved because you woke up this morning. You've got work that you must do. You have a path you must continue on. Do not worry about the people that are in your past. Don't worry about them. I don't mean this to be condescending, but you got to understand something. The Most High, He makes a way when there is no way. And just as quick as He puts you on that path, He did that for your evolution, not for you to become stagnant. And I think you know that. I think you already know. But just know this. You are the Valentine. Because you are what love looks like. The question is, will you claim it for yourself? Have a great week. Sidestep the negativity. Always put Him first. Speak your truth. And watch what He shows you. Be blessed.